So I was trying to renew my driver's license the other day.
And oh boy, let me tell you, talk about a bureaucratic nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
It really got me thinking about, like, how do we make sure these, essential services,
They're running smoothly and efficiently.
but also without, compromising the quality?
Right, right.
And that kind of brings us to today's deep dive. We're looking at this report.
It's about the Arizona Board of Respiratory Care Examiners.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you might be thinking, respiratory care? What's that got to do with my driver's license renewal?
But stick with us, folks.
Hmm.
This is about, like, the folks who license the people who literally, like, help you breathe.
Yeah, it's more important than you might think at first glance.
Exactly. And this report, you shared it with me.
It really digs into the nitty-gritty, right?
Yeah, it seems dry, maybe a little bit boring on the surface.
But trust me, it uncovers some pretty crucial issues about timeliness.
And public safety, actually, that affect everyone.
Okay, so let's get into it. The report, it says that the board issued licenses,
To qualified people, of course.
but it didn't always do it on time. Now, what's the big deal with a little delay?
Look, think about it. A delay, even a small one, could mean a qualified respiratory therapist.
Can't actually start working right away.
And that has a direct impact on patients, on you, potentially.
Imagine waiting for essential care and the qualified person can't even, start their job yet. Timing in these cases is everything.
It's true. Talk about a ripple effect.
And speaking of potential domino effects,
Right.
the report also mentioned that the board...
It didn't always investigate or didn't always timely investigate complaints. I mean, things could slip through the cracks, right?
Absolutely. And that's where the public safety risk really comes in.
The report, they recommend that the board prioritize complaints.
Based on, the level of risk involved.
Right.
So really serious issues, those are the ones that get addressed,
Quickly and efficiently.
in sense. Now, the report, it does suggest a few solutions to these problems, like, as you said.
Prioritizing complaints, making sure things are timely.
Right.
But are there any downsides to those solutions? I mean, how can we fix one thing without maybe...
You're messing something else up.
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
Prioritizing is super important.
You've established that. But you also have to be careful that you're not going to...
Create unintended consequences by just focusing on one thing.
Oh, like what?
Well, for example, a complaint that seems, kind of minor on the surface
Could actually point to a much bigger problem, a systemic issue.
that you miss if you're just, focused on one type of complaint.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So, yeah, prioritizing is key.
But you really need to maintain a robust system overall.
You need to look at everything to make sure you're not missing anything.
Okay, so it's about finding that balance.
Exactly.
And, this isn't just about one state board, is it? This feels like something,
We see this everywhere, all different fields, different industries.
Oh, yeah.
What does it tell us about this whole balance between,
Regulation on the one hand.
and then efficiency on the other?
Well, you're right. You see very similar challenges in all kinds of healthcare licensing.
Nurses, pharmacists, you name it.
It's true. It's true.
I think it highlights how we need to find that sweet spot,
Between protecting the public.
making sure everybody's safe,
Mm-hmm.
and then avoiding these unnecessary hurdles for professionals who are,
Qualified and ready to work.
right.
It's not easy.
No, it's not.
And this report really, shines a light on why these conversations about,
Regulation and efficiency, why they're so important.
yeah, it makes you really, really think. Makes you see things in a new light.
So next time we hear about licensing boards,
Oh, yeah.
any kind of board, really,
Mhm.
it's worth remembering that these aren't just names, right?
These are real people and real implications behind them.
Absolutely. And it kind of makes you wonder, what other processes, right? What else could we be looking at
From an efficiency standpoint,
from a public safety standpoint? Maybe there are other things that need a closer look.
there probably are. It's
Well-
something to think about.
Well, on that note, thanks for diving into this with me.
Yeah, of course. Always a pleasure.
It's always eye-opening, these deep dives. Until next time.